Hi, this is Matthew from Revittize blog here at AU with
Heather Alley from Imaginit.
Okay. We have a couple of questions that Imaginit's going to be answering for us. One of the first ones is, what is the biggest change you see happening and how will it impact the Revit community?
One of the biggest changes that I think is going on right now is really large data sets. What's happening is a lot of companies are bringing in these huge point clouds and they're trying to manipulate some existing conditions, and unfortunately what's happening is the hardware is being pushed the most. So that's what I feel is one of the biggest issues, and what happens with that is that I think that the hardware, in the relative scheme of things, hardware is cheap and people are expensive. And so because the people are more expensive, investing in the hardware is going to be so important. It's going to speed up your time, solid state drives, and these things are going to speed up your save times and speed up your ability to use these large data sets. So that's where I really feel the industry is going in 2014, and I can't stress enough training. Having the proper training so people know what they're doing and they're not wasting time, so they're not overloading their Revit files.
Another question. What's the best way to manage building data in Revit for you?
Actually, there's a product that Imaginit created. It's called Clarity, and what it does is exports the entire thing out to a database and exports it to a web page. So if I can teach you how to surf a web page, I can teach you how to manipulate the Revit files.
I know that's one of the things that I've always been looking at when I look at Imaginit is Clarity. It seems so powerful. And the last question we have here is, how do I get a point cloud into useful Revit information?
The first question I would ask is, do you need to convert it? You know, a lot of people just think that they're going to take that point cloud and they have to turn it all into Revit, and I don't think that they do. You can really look at it and use it for a visualization, use it for space parameters, but when it comes down to it, if you do need to convert it, there is a really great tool. It's called Scan to BIM, and this allows you to take the point cloud, just grab a whole bunch of points and turn it into ductwork, turn it into piping, turn it into walls, turn it into curtain walls.
Well, that sounds interesting.
All just by grabbing a big group of points. And you can tell it what this object should be. It extrapolates that out and it creates real Revit intelligent objects right from the point cloud.
Heather, thank you for all that information you just gave us. If you guys have any comments or questions about this, leave them on my blog and we'll get back to you.